What's up, guys? I'm Chet.
I'm John.
I'm Anthony.
And I'm Nick, and we are them guys from South Louisiana, and you are listening to The Sound 228.
97.9 CPR Rocks in the Homegrown Show, and that is the band out of Louisiana called Them Guys, and The Good in Me is the name of that song. I am Special K, and with me on the phone right now is Them Guys. We're going to spend the first segment of the show chatting with them and playing some of their music. Guys, welcome to the show.
What's up?
So let me ask you, where exactly in Louisiana are Them Guys from?
Vacherie, Louisiana.
All right, and where exactly is that located at?
We're somewhere in the middle of New Orleans and Baton Rouge.
Pretty much in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I got you. Go round table real quick and introduce yourselves and what you do in the band.
I'm Nick, lead vocals and rhythm guitar.
I'm Anthony, lead guitar, coloring, backing vocals.
I'm Chet, backing vocals, drums. That's about it.
And I'm John. I play bass and a little backing vocals.
So how did you guys come together as a band?
I was supposed to start a tribute band a long time ago, and
So I am gonna ask a tribute to what?
Chevelle. It was supposed to be a Chevelle tribute band, and we all liked the band, and so we got together and we started jamming covers, and then we all played together before, just not in this arrangement.
Right.
And then it just took, we started playing, jamming different songs, and what you know, and then we just threw together a killer set list, and then people wanted to hear what we could do, so we started writing originals.
Awesome. Really fast.
Way too fast. Way too fast.
Like we belong together.
So, well, hey, you know what? And sometimes it happens just like that. So there's nothing wrong with that. Definitely, because I will tell you this. I mean, we started the sound, and then you guys sent us something. I can't remember how it all went down, but then all of a sudden your album was coming out, and I was like, I just heard about you guys, and then you guys are already pedal to the metal, and I'm sure it would probably been a whole lot faster if it weren't for the whole 2020 sucks type thing.
It's opposite because so we played cover music for a solid year. We played a show as a cover band, and I mean, we did well with it. It was awesome. And when COVID struck, as devastating as it was to most people in most bands, that gave us the opportunity to sit down in our studio and say, hey, you know what? Let's write. And we actually wrote our 10 songs on that album in about 5 weeks.
I've always said when we were on the sound, and every time we talked to somebody that had been quarantined and stuff, I was like, some of the best music is going to come out of 2020 because nobody had anything other to do than sit there and just write. So the name Them Guys. So ever since I saw this name, and I may age myself a little bit here, but all I picture is Abbott and Costello, who's on first. I can picture, hey, who you going to see tonight? Them Guys. All right, who you going to go see? Those guys. Them guys. What guys? Them guys. And I can see that.
That's the whole point, yeah.
And it wasn't until my wife came up with the design and put it on a shirt. Once it was on a shirt design, that's when it was like, yep, that's it. That's what we do. Because everybody forgets the name of a band. I mean, it's hard to forget that.
It was trying to put a comedic level into it, and at the same time, you don't want to have something off the wall crazy, but you want something just comedic enough to catch someone's attention, and then once you catch their attention, you want your music to grab them,
It worked, and I've always said this a long time ago. It's been said over and over again by other people. Bands like with the name Free Beer, TBA, anything like that, your name's going to pop up. Well, I don't know about much free beer, but your name's going to pop up a lot in places. And I thought when I saw the band's name, I thought that was some of the most original stuff that I had seen a band come up with, because it immediately, that's the first thing I thought about was somebody going back and forth about who they were going to go see. Now we're going to talk about the album here in just a few minutes, but right now I want to roll into another song, Let Me See. Tell me a little bit about Let Me See.
Ooh, it came about very fast, and just lyrically, I just write stuff based off of the music. I kind of just pick a topic and go off of it. You can interpret any song any way. It's just,
There was no question to Let Me See, though. Like, if you notice, Let Me See is the starter track of our album, All a Dream, and rightfully so, we deserve that right. I think, in my opinion, that is a great way to start off a journey, a Them Guys journey.
All right, so we're going to roll into it right now. This is Let Me See. It is Them Guys, and check it out. It's on the Homegrown Show at 97.9 CPR Rocks. 97.9 CPR Rocks and Them Guys, Louisiana Boys, and that one is called Let Me See. They are on the phone with me doing the first segment of the show. Guys, so if anybody's looking for you, social medias or anything like that, how can they find you?
First and foremost is Facebook, because we do a lot of communication through Facebook. We've also got an Instagram. Our music is on YouTube. We have a channel. We're also on Spotify. You can download our music if you're a subscriber. We're on Apple Music /iTunes. You can find us on Pandora. Pretty much any music outlet that's out there. I want to say we're on just about all of them. But most importantly, Spotify and Apple Music. That's pretty much how we track it. And obviously, hit us up on Facebook. When you talk to the Them Guys page, you're talking straight to us.
Nice. That's the way it should be. I don't care how big the band is. You should always be talking to the band. That's my thoughts on things. So tell me a little bit about influences in your music style. So who's some influences that have geared you towards the music style that you have?
There's tons.
There's so much. Black Sabbath is my go-to. That's my major influence is Black Sabbath.
Yes.
We can probably sit here and name 1,000 of them, but where it really breaks down is with Nick's vocal range, which, by the way, is great. What that does is, you feel a lot of Chris Cornell, a lot of Audio Slave, Soundgarden. You feel a lot of Alice in Chains. You feel some Megadeth. Yes, you feel a lot of things, but what we pride ourselves on is we love music from the mid-'70s all the way to the 2000s, and we found a way to grab your Zeppelins and your Black Sabbaths and your Godsmacks. You mix them with Godsmacks, Disturbs, Alice in Chains, and then you throw a little Chevelle in there. We can't really pinpoint our influences 100% because our goal was to go with what felt good, and in actuality, we love all of it.
I get flattered whenever somebody says, "Man, that sounds like so and so," and like, man, if that's the first thing you think of when you hear it, I'm like, I'm good.
All right, so we may have some venues and stuff that are listening to the show tonight. And you said through Facebook and everything, do you have a direct email that, let's say, if a venue wanted to get a hold of you guys for any live shows, what's that email?
That's themguysofficial@gmail.com.
All right, themguysofficial@gmail.com. So live shows, I know I saw a post that you guys are ready to start posting or start booking some live shows. And I know for one that you got hooked up with, and we just had the lead singer not too long ago on The Sound with us, and you guys are playing with Flaw April 23rd. Where's that show at? How can people get tickets and things like that?
It's at the Battlefield Bar in Chalmette, Louisiana.
I want to say it's a pay at the door. I think it's pay at the door when you get there.
Okay. Pay at the door.
It's $10 a head. Pending circumstances, it could be a parking lot party. We're not sure. Whether it's inside or outside, it's still a really nice venue, a really large venue.
I got you.
So it's going to be a great turnout. We also have Green Gasoline with us, and sometimes I Swear with us.
All right. So any other live shows in the works right now?
We're working on a couple things right now. We didn't really get active trying to book until last week.
Right.
We're kind of different than your average original band. We don't necessarily book every weekend, 3-4 times a week. We're all married with kids and jobs. And so, we look for probably once or twice a month at best. But we are actively moving. We've got a show in the works right now with our good friends in Silvados. Until we finalize that, we'll kind of keep that under. We're not sure what's going on with that yet.
Okay.
We've got a couple places in New Orleans that are asking about us. Obviously, we can't wait to get back into Twist of Lime and Metairie.
Heck yeah, I love that place.
And we're actually trying to venture out towards you guys way in Biloxi, Gulfport, get towards Gulf Shores and Pensacola and whatever it takes. We're some weekend warriors.
Well, I'm going to shoot some stuff out to you guys. I'll definitely shoot some stuff out to you guys, especially in Pensacola where I actually live. And then some ideas for Mobile and the Biloxi Gulfport area. So we'll see what we can do to help you guys try to reach out to some of those venues as well. So we're getting ready to roll into another track off the album. And let's talk about the album real quick. So how many songs are on the album? What's the name of the album? And where can they, we kind of talked about where you can purchase it. I would assume through Apple Music and Amazon and all that kind of stuff. So tell me a little bit about the album, the name of it, how many tracks, all that kind of stuff.
So it's our Pride and Joy. Our debut album's called All a Dream. And, the meaning behind that is simply what it says. It's all a dream. We've probably got 55, 60 years of music combined, and we're all young guys. But, us getting together after all these years of knowing each other and playing with each other off, kind of offbeat, it really came together to a point to where it felt like you dreamed. You wasn't prepared for it. We've all got our own things that we had going on prior to this, but it felt so good. It felt like you dreamed. So All a Dream is a solid 10 tracks. Starts out with a banger and Let Me See, and it ends in a song called Change. And I like to take Change as the transition into the next album. There's more to come.
I got you.
And we actually started writing for our second album also.
Correct.
Nice.
Awesome.
Got to keep.
With Dwayne Semino at OCD Recording and Productions
Yes.
out of Metairie, Louisiana.
Huge
All
shout
right,
out.
while we're at it, anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Well, our first and foremost shout out would be to Dwayne at OCD. Dwayne is a true stand-up guy. The man worked wonders for us. I mean, we're probably as good as we sound on the album, but there's no way we're as good as we did in his studio. His work was second to none. Second, we'll give a nice shout out to Mr. Dominique with Crescent City Gumbo, because if it wasn't for him, he took us to another level that, I think we moved together, but at the same time, he kind of stuck it out with us and stayed very adamant with us to make sure that, we didn't just give up. He pushed and we appreciated that from him. He stepped out. We also want to thank our buddies in Silvados, Mason, Jordan, and Gus. They're three stand-up guys, and they kind of motivated us to start writing when they came do a little live stream with us in our studio. And,
awesome.
Last but not least, we want to thank our families. All of us are married. All of us have kids. If it wouldn't be for my beautiful wife, Stephanie, I wouldn't be allowed to do this kind of stuff. And, if my kids weren't very understanding, I couldn't do this.
Band wives are very important in life if you're in a band.
Wives. We got another thing called Them Wives.
Band girlfriends are a whole different story. I'm talking about band wives. So good for them. That's awesome that they hang in with you guys and support you guys and get you pushed on. Well, this is Recall, guys. Thanks for stopping by or calling in and enjoying the time we had on the Homegrown Show. Best of luck to you guys. Hope to get you guys on an episode of The Sound soon. And this is Recall, and it's them guys. It's 97.9 CPR Rocks.